Both these teams in their second game. The Squall on your left in white, the Hooligans. Sorry, your Squall's on your left and the Hooligans on your right in purple. The Squall came off a mercy rule win over the Surge, and the Hooligans on the opposite end against the Crowns. Looking to rebound, and we are underway. Viverito. Try to throw some speed on, and a big save by Cunningham with a shot from Chris Lons down low. He had a quick one in the previous game. Now here's Clark. And pushed off the ball, and throwing on the Jets is Martin Witt. Doing it all by himself, and now plays off to Lons. From behind it. Oh, what a big save right there, setting it up for Justin Viverito. Now he'll play behind the net. And now plays it back. Save! Oh no, it went through! I thought Cunningham had him. I thought Cunningham had that one, but that went through the 5-hole. And they're going to credit it to Justin Viverito, and this is the second game in a row where they scored a goal in less than a minute. The previous one was by Chris Lons in their game against the Surge. And now a discussion with the Hooligans coach just to clarify. They said, yes, indeed, it went through before the whistle blew. And now the Hooligans go on the attack. Here's Jordan Shaw, but they're offside. And it's won by the Squall. Modi trying to get through, but turns it over, and it goes out of play. As you saw the Hooligans trying to fight back. They've been trying to get their offensive wheels going. They've had a lot of struggles in game one. Now kicked over, but taken away by the Squall. DiGiacomo, who has a hat trick in his first game. Hooligans gain the zone. Try to feed toward the slot. Jordan Shaw throws it off the end boards. Jocks. And head first into the boards, but they're going to continue play. Yeah, I don't think that was anything that DiGiacomo did. And Jocks with a good back check. We'll poke it over to Riordan. Now the Hooligans trying to break through, maybe a breakaway. Down low, a save! Schaffner puts the stick down low as he saw Nick DeVito threatening. And there's a slash down low, and that goes uncalled. And everyone, you hear the Hooligans coach clearly not happy with his team with a lack of energy toward their zone, but I thought that Modi got splashed in the legs, but the refs did not call that. But they will play on as the Squall have Greg Shepard in the corner. And now I'll play to the opposite. Drop pass by Coyne to Shepard. Backhand, and that one goes high. Coyne trying to look for a wraparound, not available. And is interrupted by Huffman. And another drop pass, shot, and nearly threw Cunningham off guard. And a shot wide of the net. And back it goes to Pelka for this. Well, and that one will be right back over to Corrigan. Shot going wide. Oregon off a foot. Now the Hooligans back the other way. Bergner runs into a roadblock, but they do clear the zone. Here comes Pelka, mainly known as a defenseman, but has shown some offensive prowess. Has an opening shot. Say Cunningham down low and still loose. Comes back out to Lons. Lons with a shot. Tipped. Save by Cunningham. But you can hear the Hooligans coach from the bench. He really wants his team to make that push. And maybe something here as Clark overshot the ball to himself and now is at a battle with Williams.
Good work, Mark.
Back over to Rich. Stretch past Viverito and off his stick a little bit too hot. Joseph Shaw again still can't get through into the offensive zone, but he will regain, drops it off. Gunnar Knight with a shot that's blocked. He'll regain. There's a shot high of the net from Daniel Swan. Tries to center one up and off the boards. A good poke check. Joseph Shaw, but a poke check from Robin Jocks sends it right back. Diving across and unable to poke it away. Joseph Shaw going right. Shot safe. Rolling ball in. Schaffner covers it up.
Keep it on. Take it to him.
5:28 remaining in the first period. Back to Jordan Shaw. Pops the stick of Obachon. Tries to hold the line but unable. DiGiacomo chips it down. Hooligans. Well, their offensive push has been better compared to the first game, but it's not to the level they wanted. Just chipped down the floor, and Kevin Frost behind the net, and will leave it across to Riordan. Off the boards, a little too sharp, as that'll be down the floor, but Cunningham will play, and that will negate the icing. Off the boards again, and temporarily at the safety netting, but it will stay in play. Minoski doing what he can to stick handle his way away from DiGiacomo. And now gets it away. And now shot on that glove, saved by Schaffner, who will hold on. Won by the Squall, and Pelka plays it off the ceiling and hits Ryan Coyne. Reversing is Justin Huffman. Will play it off the boards toward Brian Bergner, and that will be off the stick of Schaffner. Will drop it off to Williams. Pelka overstretches it, and back it goes to Austin Williams. Taking a look at Pavel Pelka. And almost got his man, but here they come the other way. Driving in the net and unable to get a shot. Justin Huffman was trying to deke his way through, but one deke too many. Lifted up. And here's Coyne with a chance. Shot. Saved by Cunningham. Huffman in the right corner. Glove down. Back to Mark Williams, so we'll play off the boards. And Huffman will glove this one down, and down it goes. No ice here at a race for control. Schaffner not taking that risk as he'll play it around over to Pelka. Lons gains the zone. Double team. Left behind to Joseph Shaw. Stolen him back by Kevin Frost. Taps it over to a wide open man and could not get it in. Viverito was wide open. Another shot save by Cunningham, and a little shove after the fact, and I think I know why. Brendan Moran didn't like the fact that Viverito had his stick in the face of Cunningham. And another shot going wide of the net. And the Hooligans come back the other way. Jay Clark chips it through and cut off by Martin Witt. Witt plays all the bars over to Chris Lons. Back to Witt, driving the net, shot, score! Viverito finishes it off. I expected that he'll get the goal as that was right on his stick. And confirmed it will go to Viverito. That's his second of the game. Well, the Squall already have one HT. Can they get another? They had one from DiGiacomo in the previous game against the Surge. Modi. And now getting into it. As now they bump with each other, but in the meantime, play comes the other way. No icing as Schaffner plays it off the boards, and Pelka will take it. Poke check. He still has control, drives the net, and lost control. Back it goes, and shot is blocked. Rebounded off the boards. Jordan Shaw tried to center up, unavailable, but does get to Chanel. Brian Bergner unable to hold it, and down it goes. Jordan Shaw. Around for Aubuchon. And now on the attack, 2-on-1 for the Hooligans. And shot save by Schaffner. Rebound, another save. Back to Jordan Shaw. Another shot save by Schaffner. And gets caught up in the feet of the official as Frost does clear it, but it will be an icing against the Squall.
Matt, you gotta stay. Matt, you gotta stay. I got you quick though.
So less than a minute remaining in the period. Squall currently hold that 2-0 lead, both goals coming from Viverito. Won by the Squall, they will chip it away, but kept in by Huffman. But though he's running into a double team, he does push it back in, but Riordan will take control for the Squall. Coyne takes a poke check from Huffman. Mark Williams sticks around, shot saved by Cunningham. Off a glove, off of Harrington. And Huffman gets caught up. Coyne from the corner, tries to center up and went off the body. There's a shot going wide of the net. As that'll be poked away. 15 seconds left. Witt will send it to the left corner. Harvington tries to poke it up. Here comes Coyne. Centers up off a foot. 3 seconds left, and that will be the period. Well, someone was giving them a word about the clock, but I don't think that really mattered. But whether the Hooligans can make it there, they just need to keep that attack sustained as we get underway in the second period. Off the netting, and the Squall chips it right down the floor and would be picked up by Morin. And it'll be gloved down by Rich. Crosses to an open line, shot by the net. Poked right back into Rich. Crosses, finds Lons, right circle. And now gets double teamed, and the Hooligans come back on a 3-on-2. And offside against the Hooligans. Won by the Hooligans. And whiffs on the pass, and Modi with a chance. Coming in wide, looking for an opening. Well covered, and was trying to get it across to DiGiacomo. But there's just a sea of purple for him to go across. And DeVito will take it behind his own net. A minute gone in the second period. Will be chipped up by Albuchon in front of the bench. Tries to go across, no one available. Riordan. And Frost will play it on the opposite boards over to Witt. Witt trying to look for a drive back to DiGiacomo. And tipped in by Martin Witt. That went off of Witt, and he will make it 3-0. A perfect deflection and a great feed by Tony DiGiacomo. And the Squall continue their offensive route in the Carolina division.
That's it.
As Shepard was trying to push it forward and went off a foot. And another offside against the Hooligans, and that's something that the coach has been trying to push into them, that they need to be patient.
Come on, guys, stay on side.
I think you already understand what we mean. Right corner. Picked up by Minoski, but it will be Greg Shepard the other way. And he'll just chip it in, and Cunningham will steer it to the left corner. And now going down is Corrigan, but he could not get an opening as that's down the floor. And it will not be an icing as it reaches Ryan Schaffner.
Pass.
Corrigan, and they're offside.
Taking all my shots.
Now will be won by the Hooligans. Gunner Knight will drop it back over to Captain Joseph Shaw. And we'll reach Jay Clark, and now he's in a race, but he will not beat Pelka. Go check, and they will clear the zone. Morin tries to push it back in, go down by Rich. Good play by Daniel Swan to break that one up, but the Squall continue their attack. As Jay Clark throws one just wide of the net. And right in front, the save by Cunningham. Rich right there in front of him, and we have a man down. Gunner Knight is down. And then the good news is he's walking it off, and it looks like he's going to be okay, but he's going to get to the bench. And I believe what their explanation is that their sticks got tied up and the momentum suddenly jerked the stick upward. So there will be no penalty from that. As that'll be right back to Jackson. That's his shot blocked. As that'll be cleared away. But the Squall continue. Witt behind the net as physicality starts to pick up. Off the back of the net and cutting out. Oh, he lost sight of it! And the Squall take advantage! Martin Witt will get number 2 as he takes advantage of Cunningham, who lost sight of it. He thought it went to the other side of the net. But it hit the side of the net and threw him off guard. So now the Hooligans in a very familiar position, down 4-0, approaching the halfway point of the second period. Here's a shot and that's blocked. Modi with a backhand and that's saved. Albachon will send it upwards over towards Chanel. Albachon back to Chanel. Stretch pass and it will overshoot. And they're going to call an icing as they said it was behind the center line and back to the Hooligan zone.
Let's go, boys.
Won by the Hooligans. Focusing on clearing the zone, and it turns into a 3-on-2 to Vito. And gets blocked on the back check.
Go, Greg, go, Greg. Go.
As they try to dry the net. As Cunningham with a couple of saves. That ball still loose, and finally Cunningham gets it. 5:54 remaining in the second period, and the Squall continue to threaten. Back it goes to Williams, and that was saved by Cunningham. Williams again. Around behind the boards. Morgan looking for a feed and none available. Minoski trying to push it out, but kept in by Frost. With a shot wide of the net. Rebound attempt, and sealed off by Cunningham. It's under his pad. And the Squall will win this draw. Viverito trying to do it himself now, leads it back, was intending for Pelka. He will get some help from Jocks. Pelka back to Rich. On the end boards, gets interrupted by Harbiton. Glove down by Williams.
You got it.
Pelka.
Slide out, Mike, slide out.
Taking a poke check. He got double teamed on that one. Minoski with control. Now up to Austin Williams. Tries to chip to himself, but knocked away by Jocks. Down the floor and looking for Rich. And he takes a bump from Harbiton. He goes down, and there's going to be a penalty. Yeah, they're calling it against Mike Rich.
Power play.
Well, he doesn't agree with the call, but the fact is that, yeah, there was some contact between him and Harbiton.
You good? Stay.
The call is roughing.
It's weak ass roughing.
So the Hooligans will have their first power play.
Was it rough and rough? I mean, I'm backing up. Is it roughing?
And won by the
Thank you.
Squall.
That's all I ask. I respect the call. That's all I ask.
Penalty kill will get on the attack. Here comes Lon, short-handed, shot wide of the net. And the Hooligans trying to look for a way to get their attack started, but right now it's looking a little disorganized. And they're yelling at his team that they're offside, but no one's gotten the message, and here they come the other way. Short-handed chance, shot wide of the net. Yeah, disorganized is right. You heard the bench yelling that they're offside, and no one was tightening up. That is going to be a very quiet power play as they get nothing toward the net as that goes out of play. And on top of that, the penalty is over. Won by the Hooligans. 3:45 remaining in the second period. Knocked down by DiGiacomo. Arbiton will look for his way up, but blocked. Driving net is DiGiacomo. Shot and high of the net. Modi getting double teamed, trying to escape. But back it goes to DeVito. DeVito trying to push through, trying to get some help, but that ends up going right by everybody and an icing against the Hooligans. And DeVito doesn't agree with the call, but it's going to come back anyway. You heard DeVito says he wants off, but unfortunately he can't. And Hooligans do win this draw. And they're trying to kick it out, but kept in. Oh, Martin wins! What in the world? That didn't look like it was going to do anything, and somehow finds the back of the net. I don't know. I mean, it was a wrist shot, and I don't know. So the Hooligans now back to a 5-0 deficit. And that's coming all the way back. 3 minutes left. And Jordan Shaw moves it up over to Joseph Shaw. They do cross the line, but ends up in the hands of Mark Williams. Now plays back to Albachon. Stretches Mark Williams off the boards, finds Ryan Coyne.
Go get it.
Race to the end boards.
Hold it.
Ryan Coyne centers up and was looking for Corrigan, but intercepted. Now turn over. Oh my goodness! How did he misfire on that one? Ryan Coyne was waiting right there, wide open on a 6x4, and somehow never got a shot. Corrigan with about 2 minutes remaining. Poke checked. Albachon back the other way for the Hooligans. Off the boards and a weird bounce. We were expecting that ball to come right back out, but it instead bounced upward. And a shot, and that's wide of the net. And the Hooligans now stuck in their own zone again. They're just going to backhand it out. And well, it hit the ceiling. And the Hooligans continue to have troubles in their defensive zone. Trying to clear out, and Williams with a chance and had an opening for Viverito. And one-timer score! Martin! Known as Mark Williams. He'll get his first. And a 6-0 lead with a minute remaining in the second period, and the clock runs. So now the Hooligans in a very familiar position, looking to fight back. Centers up, maybe a chance shot, save by Schaffner. And their offense really hasn't been there in the second period. Another shot hits the ceiling, and they're gonna have a face-off. 15 seconds left in the period, and the Hooligans trying to get one on the board to stop the clock. And that'll be set up by Minoski. Chips one up, goes high, 5 seconds left. They will not have another chance, and that is the period.
It was a push, but I'm back. I mean, my back's to the guy. Come on. Never got that far.
Ready for the third period, and right now the Squall firmly in control of this game, and unless the Hooligans score, that clock's going to continue to run. As DiGiacomo was threatening once again. And poked forward, and we'll find Austin Williams. Taken away by Martin Witt. He has 2 for the game, along with Viverito. He also has 2. It'll be slapped around the boards. Look for Barrett Modi. And contact along the boards. The Hooligans trying to do anything they can, and trying to save it was Martin Witt. As that will go out of play and in the scorekeeper's table. But again, that clock will continue to run unless the Hooligans score a goal to bring the deficit to 5.
Come on, Pockets. Come on, Pockets.
And it will go to the Hooligans if they can get that speed in. They're still fighting for it. Now it'll pop out. Joseph Shaw, rather. Drop it off to Jay Clark. And going down is Daniel Swan. We continue on. Now rushing it is Jordan Shaw, who will push it out toward Jay Clark. We'll get some assistance in the form of Joseph Shaw. Looking at a double team, poke check, and Kevin Frost will play it off the board. Jordan Shaw again, but now we'll leave it over to Albachon. All the boards as Joseph Shaw again. They need 1 on the board, and has an opening backhand. Oh, there's no one available. Shepard gets it out. Now we'll play it off the left corner. Jordan will take a look as the Hooligans make a change. And rushing in was Rich, but here they come. Chanel misfires, and it rolls into the glove of Schaffner. And with the Hooligans under control, looking for an opening, that is DeVito. Opening, he scores! The Hooligans finally get on the board and stop the clock at 6:54. So Colby Smallwood with the goal. That will be his first. But the Hooligans need a lot more than that. The good news for them is that the clock now stops. And there's a turnaround shot saved by Schaffner. The bad news for them is that they still need 5. As Rich trying to deke around and ends up digging himself out. Contact with Viverito and DeVito. DeVito will chip it down and an icing against the Hooligans. .624 remaining in regulation. And unless a miracle happens for the Hooligans, the Squall will move up to first place in the standings. And the Hooligans are going to call a timeout with 6:24 left. I know that this is not exactly what the Hooligans wanted. They had played a better first period, but they've just ran into the same problems. Now they did get the 1 goal that does help them, but they still have that 5-goal deficit that they need to climb. And he's telling his team, don't ice it, don't ice it. All that's doing is, 1, wasting time on their part, and 2, making their players more tired. But right now it's a long shot, but as I've said before, it has been done. As they will go right back to the Hooligans, but rushing in was Williams. They're just going to chip it in and go for the change. Minoski, in the meantime, on the attack. But you can only hold on for so long as Rich with a shot that gets blocked. Lons back to Rich. Back to Lons, tapping up, was looking for Viverito. From behind the net, wrap around, and he scores! Chris Lons! Viverito will get credit with the assist. But yeah, Viverito was fine. So now the clock runs again, 7-1. As we approach 5 minutes remain. And at this rate, it's looking like the Squall are going to come away with a win, even with 5 minutes left. And that would put the Squall at first place in the standings ahead of the Crowns. Now remember that the Crowns had an overtime win, which is 2 points. A regulation win is 3 points. There's Joseph Shaw, will push one off the end boards and take it away by Pelka, who will place it off over to Modi. Now racing in is Bergner. But Modi trying to drive the net. And he gets contact, and there will be, is there going to be a penalty, as one of the refs wasn't too sure. He had his hand up for a moment, then put it back down, as it will go into the pad of Cunningham.
Hey, let's go. Switch it up. Stay forward. Switch it up. Forward. Switch it up. Hey, ref. I'm not sure who, but one of them got Joshua. I just wanted to know why was
And tie up, and it's going to be down the floor for an icing against the Hooligans. 3:45 remaining, and the clock continues to run. Yeah, I was a little bit confused with that myself, because I think he was considering a boarding call, but he decided no. As they'll go over to the right corner, Albachon. Try to push it away. And the Hooligans just want to get out of their zone, and they do, but they run into a roadblock. Pilka poked it away. Going down is Clark. They're going to keep going. 3 minutes remaining in this game, and a push is going to be a penalty here. And I would expect that it's going to go against Shepard. And yes, indeed, it will be Shepard with interference. So the Hooligans will go back on the power play. I mean, at this point, it's not really going to matter. But the Hooligans are going to try to put another on the board. There's a wrist shot, that one just a little wide from Jordan Shaw. Albachon looking for a tip, none available. Back to the point and chipped out by Coyne. Albachon taking a look and is forced to use some fuel. And now you see DeVito will try to chip up looking for Brian Bergner, but gets cut off halfway through the power play. Coyne just wasting time, which is pretty much the only thing they can do with them having a 6-goal lead. Albachon will take control, 10 seconds left.
Who's coming for me?
And that will do it for the power play, as the Hooligans once again just can't get to the net. It's off the boards. And a bit of a disagreement there as they call an offsides.
Hey, Mike, dump it.
So about 90 seconds remaining, and the Squall are going to come away with the win, and we'll hold on to first place for the time being with still one more game to go in this meetup. All teams have 3 games for the month, and then they will meet again in June. The Hooligans just want to put one more goal up on the board, but the good news is it looks like that they will not get mercied again, as Schaffner covers that up with less than a minute remaining. And that's pretty much the only good news for them, is that they won't get mercied. As they'll go back to Harberton. And with a low roller blocked by Frost, they get it out of the zone, 40 seconds remaining. Harberton plays off the boards and looking for some help, and instead Rich the other way, left circle. And he's just winding the clock down, and yeah, there's really, turned it over to Modi, but again, I don't think that they're gonna go for the net. And yeah, they're just going to kick it away. Really no need to go for the net with a 6-goal lead. So as the clock winds down, they'll just leave it, and that will do it. The Squall come away with a 7-1 win, and will hold first place for the time being, just 1 point ahead of the Crowns. Just another dominant showing by the Squall, as they will have one more team to face tonight. And with that, they will come away with a 7-1 win over the Hooligans.